Hey everybody, welcome back to a new Goldtober video, and this time I'm going to talk about the top 10 favorite candies or um, you know candies I would get while going trick-or-treating, starting with two that I just or my bonus here, Butterfinger BBs. I remember these, delicious, and the Butterfinger hearts. I would always get these every Valentine's Day on such a personal nostalgic uh, candy to me. Now, number 10 is Hershey's Pot of Gold. They have them for anything. They have them for, they really come in handy. The main is either Christmas time. I've seen them around Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, and they even have a really nice Valentine's Day uh, box as well. Number 9 is the M&M's chocolate bar. I remember when this originally came out, like the first time, and then it was discontinued. I think they rediscontinued it, but I remember getting these for Halloween the first time they did it, and wow, what a magical nostalgia trip. Zero Bar, of course, is one of my favorites. Always loved that taste. The Reese's Outrageous has always been, it's something newer, but it's always, I fell in love with that taste. Number 6 this time is a fruity flavor. Something fruity. Always enjoyed Wonka stuff, and Shockers probably for the fruity stuff is number 1. And they renamed it something really dumb and generic, but I'll always remember them as Shockers. Next is the Wonka bar, probably my favorite item from the Wonka Nestle stuff. Very sad they discontinued this. They kind of, I don't know, they brought it. It's nothing like that chocolate I remember when that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie came out. And I still just imagine myself eating those. I miss that taste. Next is something that, I love this, but there's so much almond, the espresso, and I might do a top 5 favorite varieties of Snickers, because they've done Snickers, so many different Snickers, like kinds of Snickers there is. But because I want to, have some originals, a nice original Snicker bar, number 4. Next is the Hershey's S'mores bar. A lot of times people don't understand what I mean when I look up the S'mores bar. They'll do those like s'more kits thing. No, this was the S'mores bar, and it was delicious. It had this really good, like, roasted taste to it. I remember we would go camping, and like I would buy I would get a whole thing of those. We would pack a bunch of those things. Classic. Next is a bar that I find better than the original, and it is sadly discontinued. And this is when I was a kid, and it is Crunch bar with caramel. My God, I remember all sorts of different places use them as sponsors. You use the bar as sponsor, and it telling you, I believe I talked about before. Oh my God, such a classic, like phenomenal nostalgic taste. And number 1 is the Joyva Joy bars, or Joy's bar, or anything with raspberry gelatin and dark chocolate. Definitely up my alley. If it's the smidgens from Gertrude Hawk in like during Christmas time, or even the rings that Joyla does, I am always been that kind of, always love that. Love that over strawberries and chocolate. But it's got to be gelatin with dark chocolate. Delicious. I remember even as a kid going to Sunoco or A Plus, having that like coffee smell, and then mixed with those, because you could smell those out of the wrapper. Like it is just addicting, and even like during Christmas time, they'd have like limited ones where they're like Christmas trees on them. So yeah, these were always my favorite candies. Always will be. So that's my top 10.